This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
And new tonight, a disciplinary commission says Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill should have his law license suspended. This comes after an October hearing that lasted several days, looking into accusations that Hill inappropriately touched women at a party in March of 2018. The commission filed a proposal today recommending that Hill lose his license for at least 2 years. The Indiana Supreme Court will have the final say about what happens to Hill. We will let you know what happens there. Thanks for joining us here at 7 o'clock. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Starantino. The impact one single person can make on an entire community. From
high school students hoping to attend college to four-legged friends in need, one resident in Hancock County left a legacy that is inspiring everyone.
RTV6's Stephanie Wade is going to share that story.
People say you never would have known she had this kind of money. When Patricia Pope died, she gave over $3 million to different organizations, $1.6 million of that to the community of Greenfield.
Christmas came early in this community. Greenfield Central High School, Eastern Hancock High School, and the Greenfield Hancock Animal Management received $500,000 each. The Greenfield Police Department got $50,000 and $25,000 for the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. The money not from Santa, but this woman.
She drove a Kia and lived in a $140,000 home. She was very frugal. And it was a shock, really, that she had all that money.
A Greenfield native, Patricia Pope, worked as a receptionist at Eli Lilly for 28 years. The high schools now plan on using the money on scholarships for graduating seniors. Pope wanted to make sure students who want to attend college can afford it, since she couldn't. Also an animal lover, the money donated to the police and sheriff departments is going toward their canines. For animal management, the mayor says they're going to construct a brand new animal control building. A true Christmas miracle. Working for you in Greenfield, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
And if you didn't have to work or go to school, it was a perfect day to get out and sled down a snowy hill. We also found it was just warm enough to take out our Skycam 6 drone. It has to be above freezing.
So we took it over to Brookside Park to join in on the sledding fun from afar.
And we caught some sledders getting some pretty good action today. Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory is here. And Kevin, when's the last time you went sledding?
That's a good question. I'm going to think about that it's been a while, a couple years. I watch people sled all the time, though. Does that count?
Yeah, that works.
All right, 10.4 inches of snow so far for this winter of 2019-2020. I just point out it's 26 inches typically that we see through the entire winter, so we're making progress and not quite there. Temperature 32 for the high today in Indianapolis, 35 in Bloomington. The fresh snow cover obviously reflects all that sunlight, which means it's more difficult to warm up, and that's the case the next couple of days. Our temperature already down to 24 in Indianapolis, 20 in Lafayette and Peru, 19 in Terre Haute. Temperatures, they'll be in the teens tonight. The clouds will slowly creep back in. That will keep temperatures from bottoming out tonight. Tomorrow night, when it's clear, those temperatures will dip into the single digits. As far as our evening temperatures, they'll continue to fall. We'll be in the lower 20s everywhere by the time we get to 11 o'clock. Temperatures during the day tomorrow, they'll struggle. They stay in the 20s. Still to come, we'll talk about single-digit temperatures, how long our dry stretch lasts, and above average temperatures eventually.
And RTV6 is working to get answers tonight after construction on a major hotel project in Speedway came to an abrupt halt.
For months, it sat untouched. Megan St-Torm is working to find out what is causing the delay and what is next for this property.
Sitting right across the street from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is this partially finished project. People who live in the area say construction stopped over the summer, and they're not sure why. There are still more questions than answers as to when construction on this project will resume.
Wilshaw project, there's not much of an update at this moment.
This is video from the Speedway Redevelopment Commission meeting last night. Board members say the holdup is with the developer, Loftus Robinson.
They're continuing to work through their issues, and we hope to have those resolved soon.
Town leaders tell us the economic development agreement with Loftus Robinson allowed for a work stoppage of up to 180 days. But that deadline is looming. It's right around the first of the year. Town leaders have not told us what's next if Loftus Robinson violates that. We've since requested a copy of the development agreement. We'll let you know when we receive it. Business owners in the area just hope it resumes soon.
For us personally, selfishly, it'd be great for all the businesses on Main Street. I just like to see it get going again.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
And we are working for results after a school district employee connects with RTV6 to make sure kids don't have to trudge through the snow to get to class.
Neighbors say snow always piles up on the sidewalks leading to the Hamilton Southeastern schools on Oleo Road. Everyone we spoke with was confused about why they're never shoveled and whose responsibility it is to clear them.
We get a lot of foot traffic through here where after school hours and things like that. A lot of kids walk home or walking to different places around here to eat after school. It'd be great if they cleared it off. I can't say I know whose responsibility that is.
RTV6's Troy Washington worked all day to find out whose responsibility it is, and we were able to get a resolution. After asking questions, the school told us it didn't know there was a concern, but from now on, it plans to step up to make sure sidewalks are clear for students. A coffee shop is again opening its doors on Christmas Day to welcome anyone who doesn't want to be alone. Needhammer Coffee Company on East Washington Street and North Hamilton Avenue. Well, last year, they opened on Christmas Day after they were inspired by a sign they saw from another shop. The coffee shop says they welcome more than 150 people from seniors to college students so that none of them would have to be alone on Christmas Day. Needhammer will be open this coming Christmas Day from noon until 3 p.m. They say they will have free donuts, hot coffee, and love from our volunteers to everyone who shows up.
Today, the culmination of your teamwork with RTV6 as we begin to distribute toys for the Six Shines on Toy Drive. And in our 19th year, we got more donated toys and books than we ever have before. To give you an idea, at the Teddy Bear Toss this past weekend, we got over 6,600 stuffed animals thrown onto the ice at the Indy Fuel game. Our toy drive serves over 5,000 kids across central Indiana through multiple organizations. A toy distribution is happening right now at Grace Church's Care Center in Noblesville.
A fallen officer's widow tries to bring awareness to the emotional toll families go through when losing someone, but she was at odds with Facebook. How the social media giant changed its tune.
And a little later on in the newscast, hackers are getting high on the hog during your holiday season. How to best protect yourself from cyber Grinches still ahead when the News at 7 continues on RTV6. Only on RTV6, Facebook finds itself at odds with the widow of a Metro officer involving a police charity video.
After RTV6 asked Facebook to review this situation, Facebook says it made an error. Jamie Bradway's husband, Rod, was killed in the line of duty in 2013 in Indianapolis. The group known as Cops or Concerns for Police Survivors stands by her today, just like they did at her husband's funeral.
Bradway became upset when Facebook denied a video the group planned to use on Giving Tuesday. The 3-minute-plus video highlights the emotional toll families experience after losing a member of law enforcement on the job. Facebook would not let cops post the video on Giving Tuesday to raise money because of the content.
This can't be. But it was heartbreaking. You know, I'm a survivor, and it just felt like we were being attacked all over again. That how can such an amazing organization be denied this opportunity?
Well, in response, Facebook released a statement to RTV6 saying, quote, "We rejected this ad in error. We apologize for this mistake, and we are working to approve it so it can run."
Coming up, a blighted alley isn't pretty to look at how this Midwestern artist is creating a drive-through art gallery.
And all eyes on Canada as the cold air will roll from the northern latitudes down into the Hoosier State. Our coldest hours will detail those.
And my migraines. I am Kelly.
This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Cybersecurity experts say hackers are hustling during the holidays to steal your information.
And one company is working to train people how to protect themselves from cybersecurity attacks through a game. Elizabeth Ruiz shows you how it works.
The season of gift giving brings a lot of people happiness, but the price you pay for a present can sometimes be more than you intended. Circadian CTO Bradley Hayes says cybersecurity attacks are on the rise during the holidays.
Shy of 10% of individuals experienced some form of identity theft during the holiday season last year.
And that number is expected to rise this year. Hayes says people are more likely to get their data stolen when using simple passwords or the same password for multiple sites. He says you also need to be cautious of who you choose to store data with because there's a possibility for any company to be breached.
If you're saying, save my credit card information, that is a risk that you're taking for that convenience and it might not be worth it.
But if more people understand the motivations and methods scammers are using, cybersecurity attacks might be less successful. So why not use a game to help educate? As a company that specializes in creating cybersecurity learning platforms, creative director Cassie Brubaker says Circadians is now rolling out Insight. It's a web-based battle strategy game where you experience the cyber world from both an offensive and defensive point of view.
I think the most unique aspect that Insight really brings to the table is completely removing the intimidation barrier that comes with cybersecurity.
Brubaker hopes the game will make the topic of cybersecurity easy for everyone to understand, covering a wide range of topics.
We cover passwords, email security, bringing your own device into work, social networking, social engineering. What are the aspects of your social life that actually are putting you at risk of a cyber attack?
You learn how to find information about somebody, like what it means to search social media or what it means to make a phishing call. Then you learn how that information can be used maliciously.
Oh no, I successfully hacked her.
Someone testing the game for the first time says she was almost creeped out learning the way someone can discover information about you.
Things that I hadn't really thought of before, like people listening to you.
According to Hayes, scammers during the holidays are willing to prey upon people through email or as a seller on a marketplace website like Amazon. Any unsolicited email should be ignored, and if something seems like too good of a deal, make sure to use a critical eye and do your research. Otherwise, you may never receive what you buy or your personal information could be sold.
The holidays are a time when your guard is down. You're kind of looking at the joy of the world and, buying gifts and connecting with family. And that, unfortunately, is also a really vulnerable time for people to not pay attention to some of the smaller details. I'll probably be a little more careful.
I'm Elizabeth Ruiz reporting.
Just going to be a little bit more careful.
That's why I changed. So my password right now is snowman. And then when we get to the next season, then I go with spring and then summer and fall.
Are you getting all of this at home?
Write it down.
All right. I lost my train of thought. We had over 8 inches of snow here the last 2 days in Greenwood, much of central Indiana. Good solid 4 to 8 inch snowfall over those 2 days. That's in the rearview mirror. We're moving forward now into what will be colder temperatures, but only through Thursday morning. You can see what happens. Our temperatures up and away. Average is 38. We'll go above average. Should climb into the mid-40s by the time we get to early next week. 19 in New Pal. That is cold. 23, as you can see in Greenwood. Average high temperature at this time of year is 38. Temperatures tomorrow will not reach the mid-20s. As far as our wind chill, 9 is what it feels like in Lafayette. A little breeze out of there, out of the west, making it feel colder. 9 also the single-digit wind chill in Peru. Temperatures down to the south did manage to climb above freezing today. Well, the bus stop, couple things. Buses should be on schedule tomorrow or close to it. I think we'll see fewer and fewer delays. 18 degrees first thing in the morning. There'll be nothing overnight to aggravate the road situation. 23 will be your afternoon high. That's it. Clouds around tonight into the morning hours tomorrow. These will move away through the day, so we'll pick up more sunshine as we go through the afternoon. That does not equal warmth, though. As you can see, the high temperatures may well occur first half of the day, then a slow, steady drop as skies clear tomorrow night and the wind calms down. Temperatures are poised to drop into the single digits. We don't have that far to go. When you only warm into the low to mid-20s, then it sets the stage for a very cold morning on Thursday. 7, the anticipated low in Marion and Grant County, 6 in Muncie. Petersburg, western portion of the state, 8 degrees. Some more single-digit low temperatures anywhere near Interstate 70. Slightly warmer where you don't have the snow cover on the ground that areas to the north have. As far as our Thursday temperatures, by the time we get to noon, 28 afternoon temperatures with lots of sunshine Thursday, warm into the low 30s. That's a nice recovery after such a cold start. Temperatures again favoring the mid-30s or a little warmer to the south. Into the weekend, that's something to look forward to. Temperature on Sunday at 42. We have warmer temperatures than that. Can't dial up a 50-degree day, but we can get into the mid-40s on Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to go change my password.
All of them.
You probably should at this point.
Out there, right? Well, here in India and across the nation, people are making efforts to beautify their neighborhoods. I mean, who doesn't want a lovely place to live, right?
Well, this next story from right here in the Midwest is about projecting beauty onto an unlikely canvas.
Ashar Karashi takes us inside this project.
If you drive too fast, you could miss it. But a chance turn into this alley just north of Chicago will transport you into a drive-through art gallery.
I wanted to take this place, this alley, which is just ugly or lackluster, and make it into something special.
It's the brainchild of Evanston, Illinois-based painter and mural artist Teresa Parad. From floral motifs to interplanetary themes, her goal is to uplift people through her painting.
Right. I want all my public art to be positive because no one who walks down this alley, most of the people didn't ask me to paint this. So I don't want them to come and see something that is very negative or makes them feel unhappy.
The canvases range from 1.5 to 2-car garage doors. She only charges for material, the medium, house paint.
Or what I really like is when people come who are not in the neighborhood and they're just riding their bike or walking dog and they're like, whoa, what is this? And it's something special.
Teresa started with her own door, concerned with how her neighbors might respond.
Hey, this is my own garage, and I thought it would be fun to put the front of my house on my garage.
But many have embraced transforming the back alley into a gallery of vibrant public works of art.
When I came home, especially in the winter like it is now, I wanted to come home and have something that would make me smile. And other people, I hope, too.
For an enhanced experience, her husband, Bill, a sound artist and software developer, is creating an augmented reality app with customized vignettes designed for each door.
So that you could walk to them and you could hear something in 3D and walk around, and the birds and so on could fly around you.
The doors are now in high demand.
Everybody started asking me to do them, and I have a waiting list. So I hope to do the whole alley, and I hope to do more alleys.
And while Parad may see the world as her canvas, this time it's right up her alley. Reporting from Evanston, Illinois, I'm Usher Qureshi.
And still ahead, make a shelter for wildlife or go green with your green tree. How to make the earth a better place once your holiday branches are done holding ornaments.
Useful to use.
Right now on RTV6, we are learning millions of dollars in pay raises will kick in for Indianapolis Public Schools employees just in time for winter break.
The school district approved $31 million for teachers and staff in November. Those increases will start this week. The raises are made possible through a multi-million-dollar referendum that voters approved to help IPS retain quality staff. Of the $31 million, 30 goes to teacher pay. The other remaining $1 million goes to other staff members.
We're just a little more than a week from Christmas Eve, so we want to get this reminder out now so you will be prepared.
We found a couple of ways to put your tree to good use after the holidays are wrapped up.
Now, for one, if you have the space in your yard, use it in a brush pile. Local leaders say that's a great way to create a shelter area for wildlife that returns valuable nutrients into the earth.
Or you can recycle your tree. Most counties here in central Indiana have programs that accept natural trees, wreaths, and garlands. For example, Monroe County accepts trees from the day after Christmas through January 11th.
Well, it's a blue Christmas, but not in a sad way. The Colts made a special holiday visit to Riley Hospital for Children today to spread some cheer to the kids there. Players, cheerleaders, and team mascot Blue went through the halls of the hospital singing carols, visiting with patients and their families. It's an annual tradition the whole team looks forward to.
Silent night, holy night.
On Christmas time, when kids got to spend the holidays in the hospital, you want to bring them as much of the Christmas spirit as you can.
Those voices, so angelic. The players say they come prepared with a songbook so they can enthusiastically sing the words. But they also like to ask each child what their favorite holiday song is.
And they'll sing it to you.
That's a short night, you know, from New Orleans last night.
Yeah, and quick turnaround, yeah.
All right, New Orleans hit the mid-70s yesterday. We're going to be at 23 during the day tomorrow. We make some progress, 32 on Thursday. Temperatures above freezing as we get to Friday. The 7-day forecast is rather quiet as we have no major weather systems to worry about. Temperatures eventually above average.
I think a lot of people are looking forward to a little quiet after Monday and Tuesday.
Cut down on all
the weather offices.
Oh.
Thanks for being here with us.
Kevin's going to take a break.
I changed my password. It's Polar Vortex.
Polar Vortex.